Hi everybody, it's a very chilly summer morning, hence the scarf and the Under Armour gear. My name is Sarah, also known as Weight Watcher, Cape Cod Woman. And today's video, the topic is, when you got to Weight Watchers, were you a binger? Or did you just eat too much every single day? And the reason I'm asking this is that, for some of us, I was probably a binge eater. And so I got fooled thinking that I didn't have the same food problems that like somebody that's always at the trough might have. It was like an illusion. And so there were times when, like a party or when I was drinking or any of those things where I would just like, and never give it a thought. And the next day kind of calm it down a little bit, not intentionally, just because whatever. And so then there's the other kind. I've had this in my life too, the times where all the portions are just too big. I had the full-size dinner plate. I was probably drinking whole milk along with it. The 3 to 4 ounce piece of steak was 1.5 pounds of steak, the fatty cuts. It was 2 pork chops, not 1. It was a big baked potato with lots of butter and full fat sour cream, that sort of thing. And it was a cheeseburger with extra cheese and double thick and the buttered roll. So everything was like plumpified, fatted up. And so as I'm in Weight Watchers now, and I'm seeing, how it is that I eat, and I go back a little bit, of course, I reflect in the dark when I'm walking. I think about what that was like and what the difference is between being a binge eater or just eating too much of everything type of eater. And do you ever reflect about that and think about that? I had some consciousness from 20-something on about this. And so I vacillated. I would go from somebody that was always just extra everything. And, not 2 pancakes, but 4 pancakes. And, just too much of the good things. It wasn't ever a supersized salad. Of course not. So I was just wondering how you guys did it. Were you fooled? Were you just totally unconscious with like how you filled your plate and what were you listening to a diet guru or a food guru that was like telling you how you should eat or what you should eat? I will tell you that when I was in Overeaters, I was starving. I was just starving. It was nothing like how we can have our, for me, it's like a great big salad and lots of fruit and all the other veggies that I have. But when I binged, I was just unconscious. I was just in a food coma. And I learned, but the good part about Overeaters Anonymous before I got here, 30 years before I got here, 35, was that I learned that there are certain things I can't do when I'm eating. One of those things is standing up. One of those things is like nibbling at the buffet table, standing up. Oh my God, I used to do that. Sitting closest to it so I could go back for more. Eating, for a long time I ate with the teeniest fork I could find. Now I kind of have, I eat with a salad fork actually. But when I'm at work, I probably eat with a shrimp cocktail fork. I just like the smaller utensils and also the smaller plates. The salad bowl is huge, and the plate, I use the salad type plate for my dinner, except on steak night because there's an ear of corn that would like fall over it. So those were some of the tricks that I brought into my program here. Things that I knew. Not eating after dinner. No nighttime eating. No food in the bedroom. Like once I went into the bedroom, game over with food. There was no sneaking back up. No middle of the night eating. no tasting, no tasting spoons, forks, licking mixers, things like mixer beaters, stuff like that. So I had to learn some stuff, or I did learn some stuff about myself before I got here. But I know that I was supersizing everything. I know that I was having one or two rolls. It's funny, I used to have one roll with butter, like with chili or soup or something like that, spaghetti. And then I switched to two smaller ones, two smaller rolls with butter. I mean, right? It's like, oh yeah, that's going to make a difference. But I was just fooling myself. I was just fooling myself into thinking that I could handle this, that the weight wasn't coming on. I mean, I found this most delicious imported butter, and so I had to make very good use of it, and I did. So I had to, once I got here into the Weight Watchers, where it's all about weighing and measuring for me, my little weighing cups, my little scale, my little tablespoon, the spoon measuring. Once I got here, I realized that portion control is the name of the game, and I gave up the butter. First, I went to Land O'Lakes whipped butter, then I gave it up completely. And so I don't put butter on anything now at this point. I think if I went to a restaurant and had pancakes and it came with butter on it, I wouldn't remove it like it was a poison. Ew, get it off my plate, ew. I probably would enjoy it because it's a restaurant meal, and the next time I go out for a restaurant meal of pancakes is going to be 5 months from now. So I would probably enjoy it. Does the food taste better with it on it? Well, I used to think so. Do I miss it now? Not really. Not at home. I'm not putting it on corn. Some people like I can't believe it's not butter, the spray and things like that, but I tend to be kind of a purist, and I don't like things that have too many chemicals in them. So, and once my taste buds discovered food and how much I like it, the taste of it, just pure and simple with just a lot of cracked black pepper on it, I really didn't need to have a lot of the accompaniments that, would convince me that I was having something. I still like hot peppers on my pizza. But, so it's interesting. So I guess by the time I got here, I had quelled the binging. I think the binging got quelled with Overeaters Anonymous. But I was eating too much of everything by the time I got here to Weight Watchers. That was my problem. Too many ounces of too many things that I didn't need. And not feeling a full button, just, cleaning my plate. So I'm very happy to be here today with my little tools that I haven't given up. I'm in maintenance, and I still use them every single day for all of the coffee creamer, for the Zyla that goes in the coffee, for my salad dressings, for my sour cream. All those are the places where I could do some heavy-duty damage, which would make the difference between being on maintenance and gaining for me. It's just those little things. And it's very interesting sometimes when people post their menus, what they have, the points for the day, they're not showing any sugar, cream, salad dressings, and I kind of wonder, do you just not include that? Now, I do admit when I roast my veggies, I do not include the coconut oil or the olive oil or the canola oil that I use. I don't. It is minimum. And when I make a tray of veggies, I've probably got a dozen servings and I used less than a tablespoon. So, that's 10, 20 calories. So I don't include that. But when it comes to salad dressings, on my salad, oh yeah. My olive oil in my salad, oh yeah. It gets measured with a tablespoon or a half a tablespoon. So anyway, that's it for me for today. I'm off to work. I hope that you too do some reflecting on how you were as an eater, what got you here. Have you changed your thinking along with any real physical things like different plates, cups, spoons? Have you changed? Is it conscious? Are you conscious about the changes that you've made? And how do you handle your cravings, Or do you ever just have a I'm going to blow it day and do a little bit of that binging? like if you go to a festival or a ball game or someplace where you were used to, you know. How do you do it today? Do you honor yourself and your Weight Watchers program when you go? Or do you just have a treat? Have a treat. I told you about my treat the other day. I had one of the things of like the 6 items that I used to have when I went to this film festival. And I was totally surprised. I wasn't like wanting the other thing. It was just totally amazing. I mean, I love this program, what it can do for your head and your waistline. So anyway, this has been Sarah, Weight Watcher, Cape Cod woman. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment below, and I will see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.